Welcome back to NBC Olympic headquarters at Rockefeller Center in New York. Over the last week, we've watched Michael Phelps perform under intense media scrutiny. Now it's Lin Dan's turn. The pressure begins for China's star badminton player with his nickname, Super. Add to that China's obsession with the sport, his world #1 ranking, and his engagement to one of China's top women's players. And you have some serious weight on Super Dan's shoulders. Gold was Dan's objective when China faced Malaysia in the men's singles final. With the call, here are Jim Kozamore and Steve Kearney.
Men's gold on the way. It's China, the 1 seed, against the Malaysian, the 2 seed, CHONG. And we are underway playing for gold. Is this the big ticket item, men's singles?
This is it, Jim. The speed versus speed. Malaysia versus China. Malaysia hasn't won a medal yet.
What a reach by CHONG of Malaysia in the far court, dark jersey. Short drop. Lin Dan, the 1 seed in this Olympic Games. And the pressure is on as the nation of China wanting to dominate the badminton venue, and a big whip-like left hand, and Lin Dan already with a fist pump.
And Lin has used that quick cross drop effectively through that tournament. You see he cuts a shuttle there, but he gets tremendous angle on that.
We know that this is the 1 versus 2 seeds, but head-to-head, how have the matchups gone for these two when Lin Dan of China has played the Malaysian player CHONG? How have they done against one another in that history?
Well, they're head-to-head. Lin Dan is 8-3. He's won once in 2008 and twice in 2007 against Wei. Wei has won once in 2007.
The court in singles play badminton, long and narrow, 17 feet wide, 44 feet long. It's a lefty versus a righty.
You can see the strategy in singles is to move your opponent around the court, create opportunities for yourself, and there he did. He hit that cross, round the head drop. Wei couldn't get to it.
They ask for a shuttle change. And right now, are the players just feeling each other out? We haven't seen any big wild smashes, nothing too extravagant early on. Will it take a few points for both of these players to reach their strides?
They'll determine where in the strategy as they hit their shots, what players, how they're returning, what they're doing. Now we're just seeing, like you said, a feel-out phase, getting warmed up, which is amazing to think in these long rallies they're getting warmed up.
Short touch at the net, and CHONG, and then a stare down at the end of the point.
A little intimidation there. See that nice return, just gets it over the net. Lin was expecting a clear off his drop. Didn't do it. There's a stare down. Started early. Unforced error by Malaysia. Wasn't exactly a tight drop by Lin, but CHONG couldn't get it back.
And a late ask for a change of shuttle, and finally gets one, playing for gold. How much gamesmanship is there? How much is there changing the speed of the game? Not just in the point, I mean outside of action.
It's tremendous mental game in singles, because as the game goes on, you're getting physically tired, mentally tired, so you're trying to do anything you can to make your opponent think about something else. Ooh, good net.
And then the big right hand of CHONG.
Hits it long. Great dig by Lin Dan to get that net shot. And Lee tried to push him to a backhand side.
Just
very
wide.
Close,
you
very
need
close.
both looks at it. Our friends at Beijing Olympic Broadcast showing us those pictures. Gold medal, men's singles, and Lin Dan with a quick start. China wanted to dominate the badminton venue. They already have 2 golds. They had 3 gold medals 4 years ago in Athens. In Sydney, they won 4 gold. So the most they can do is equal their total of Athens. And right now, Lin Dan on his game early, and the thunderous roar of applause from these great badminton fans in China.
Li Jiang was pushing him around, quick tacking shots. Lin was up to the task.
It's not often the two best players in the world share the same space for gold. That's what we have, men's singles gold at the Olympic Games. That's Lin Dan, the 1 seed of China, taking on Malaysia's Lee Chong Wei, the 2 seed in the Olympic Games. But these are the top 2 players in the world. A lefty versus a righty. Dan near court. Quick play at the net. Both players center position, and finally a put away with a left hand.
Off the short clear, he drove it into Li Chong's body. Could barely get it back, just hit a short clear, and Lin Dan put it on the floor.
Saw a shot of the fans. We saw Xie Fong. That is the girlfriend of Lin Dan. She won silver in women's singles, losing to Zhang Ning of China, who won her 2nd Olympic gold medal after winning 4 years ago in Athens.
There have been unconfirmed reports that Lin Dan and Xie have a romance in their future.
That is good, as he hit that laser beam with a left hand right up the line, and he just drew the line right there.
Just drew the line, but you saw the quick call from the line judge. 10 line judges watching every line in this Olympic gold medal match.
Lee Chong Wei, slow start, pacing his side of the net, trying to find his timing. Lin Dan, the aggressor, and very late asks for a change of shuttle, part of the gamesmanship. It is okayed by the umpire. Lin Dan has been a volatile player in his past. He has gotten into dust-ups with coaches on the Chinese side, coaches for the Korean side. There were some who thought he may be left off the Olympic team. Some of the older fans of badminton in China not wanting that new breed, that angry player to come out.
Controversy that Lin Dan has created has been good for badminton and bad for badminton. The Badminton World Federation has had to change some rules because of that controversy, and in this game it's in effect, where the umpires can overrule line judges' calls.
Look at Lin Dan in the gamesmanship. He's saying he's got a wet grip. He wants to towel off. The umpire says no. Lin Dan he really has been trying to control the pace at which the game is being played between points. Is that normal for the Chinese team?
Haven't seen that before. We'll see how that plays out. There, a nice cross smash by Li Chong. Off kind of a weak backhand return by Lin. Here's some fan reaction on that. I don't know if it's the stare down or just they're taking the time to come back.
Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia with a serve, trying to come back. Game 1, gold medal match, men's singles at the Olympic Games. From the back alley, Lee Chong Wei then right back to center position. Slices one just wide. That is out. Again, you look at that court surface. It is the inside line. The sideline is out, 17 feet wide and 44 feet long. And finally, Lin Dan does get the okay to come over. And Lin Dan with a lead in game 1 of the gold medal match. They play for gold, men's singles. Lin Dan, yellow jersey, representing China.
Lin Dan, during the break, was talking to the coach in the back, getting advice on where to hit the next shots.
Tried to go soft and put one into the net. Point to Malaysia. A rare unforced error by Lin Dan in game 1.
He only has one so far in game 1. He's played an excellent match, controlling the rallies, hitting the shots he wants.
Lin Dan on the China side, he has that budding romance with Xie Fong of the Chinese team, women's singles. Let's not forget, Lee Chong Wei also in a relationship with a teammate on the Malaysian side, Wong Mu Chu, the number 10 ranked player in the world in women's singles. Those two are dating. What is it with badminton? You've got that. You've got Xie and Lin. You've got Chung Tan Phuc of Malaysia and China's Zhang Jie-wen. They're engaged. I know love is a term associated with tennis. We should maybe use it in badminton.
But you remember, these athletes are practicing 8 to 10 hours a day. They're around the players all the time, and love develops.
No love here, playing for gold. Malaysia and China. Lee Chong-wei, far court. Sends it into the net. Lin Dan, a quick fist pump. How much does this great crowd, 7,500 fans at the badminton venue, how much will it pump up Lin Dan?
It energizes him. Besides all the pressure to win the gold medal for China, the crowds, as you can hear, are energizing him to continue the good play he's had.
Lee Chong-wei.
Oh, it's out.
Oh, and Lin Dan with a point. He wanted to see if he can get an overrule. The point to Malaysia.
And it was clearly out. We'll see here. It's a good call by the lines judge. It was out. It was a quick call. You saw her spread her arms. That's the sign for out.
And Lin Dan immediately looked at the umpire's chair. Umpires in badminton do have the right to overrule a line judge. But it wasn't coming there.
That's another unforced error. 6 by Lee Chong.
And we go to the interval. China with the lead in game 1, playing for gold.
The games of the 29th Olympiad on the networks of NBC are brought to you by Coca-Cola, sponsoring unity at the Olympic Games for 80 years. By Visa, proud sponsor of the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games. Life takes Visa. By the all-new 2009 7-passenger Kia Borrego. Visit KiaBorrego.com for more information. And by Samsung Mobile, proud mobile phone partner of the U.S. Olympic team.
Game 1 of the gold medal match. Lin Dan of China near court. Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia. Far court, dark uniform, but Lin Dan has controlled game 1. With the Olympics coming in China, playing in front of the best badminton fans in the world, in the world's best badminton venue.
See the speed of Lee Chong there, but he can't get that smash back.
Boy, these fans love the power game, don't they?
He just hit it short again. He's had some problem clearing that shuttle deep.
Again, asked for a shuttle change. Lin Dan this year won the Thailand Open. I don't know if this is a compliment to the other players or not. Lin said he just played to stay in shape. That's all. The only reason he entered the Thai Open, I just wanted to stay in shape. And he stayed in shape all right by winning gold.
As I said, these athletes are very fit. They work out 8 hours a day, not just hitting shuttles, but aerobically also. And there's another unforced error into the net. That's 8 in the first game.
And a 5-1 run for Lin Dan.
Oh, it hit the net there. He had to adjust a little bit. He's staring at the net. Another shuttle change.
He has gone with a number of shuttle changes. Do we see it more in the men's singles action?
Usually you see it more in the men's doubles game, but again in singles, a lot of it's feel. You want to make sure the shuttle is flying true.
The two-time world champion with service, leading 13-5 in game 1, playing for gold. That's at the net. Point to Malaysia, now a point at the net.
He's saying he went hit the net or went over the net. The umpire called a fault on Lin Dan.
We'll see if we can get an angle on this. Here it is.
Here it is. Good hit the net, so Lin had to adjust. I don't think, but he touched the net right there.
With his body.
With his body, which is a fault. So his racket wasn't over.
Let's do some teaching here. You can swing at the shuttle, hit it. Your racket can go over the top of the net, but it cannot touch the net.
On the follow-through,
on the follow-through,
not
it
when
can.
you hit it.
Correct. Men's gold on the line. Big right hand. He brushed the tape, and the power of that shot made it over the net.
But as it hit the net, Lin adjusted. You see that double swing there. Thought it was going to do something else, and he couldn't get it full hit on it. Oh, that's out.
Again, that shuttle coming off the racket at near 200 miles per hour. Lin Dan, you see the emotion that he plays with. He has also had some dust-ups with opponents, including Tofiki Diet, the gold medal winner from Athens 4 years ago. Diet was bounced in the round of 16 early. Bang.
You see the footwork of Lee Chong. He gets around so quick. He's been off balance twice in this rally. Gotten back smoothly.
Sends Lee Chong Wei back with a backhand, then off the tape, and a point for China.
We had a saying when we were training quite a bit, if he's fast, you play the net at your regret. And Lee Chong hit a short shot, and Lin is so quick at the net, just put it away. And we've seen that throughout the tournament with Lin Dan, attacking the net on short shots.
One other thing we have seen throughout the Olympic Games, when a right-handed player plays a left-handed player, it takes a while to get used to the fact that they're playing the lefty. At this point, though, should that be bothering Lee Chong Wei?
They've played together 11 times in the past 2 years. They should know now how to play each other. He should understand it's a lefty, but it's still in your mind. You're used to playing right-handed players.
Sending Lin Wei back with a backhand, around the head forehand, and that was a clumsy return by Lee Chong Wei that results in a point for China. He's mad at himself. You could see jabs his hand out there as if he was lazy going after that shuttle. From NBC's Olympic headquarters in New York City, Jim Kozimor, Steve Kearney, men's singles Olympic gold on the line. Lin Dan of China trying to make it 3 golds for the Chinese team. Lee Chong Wei, a lazy, unforced error.
10 unforced errors in men's singles in any game is not going to put you in the right place.
And Lin Dan has control of game 1, 16-8. Lin Dan of China leading 16-8 against Lee Chong Wei. But all-time Lin Dan very in control of Lee Chong Wei. Maybe he liked seeing the way the draw played out this year.
He could have in the 8-3 head-to-head lead. But in this game, Lee Chong Wei is hitting 10 unforced errors, which hasn't helped his cause.
Well, tuck this away. When you look at Lee Chong Wei, in the Malaysian Open in 2005, they faced each other for the championship. And Lee defeated Lin. Beat him in 3, but that was a different scoring system. Now it's rally scoring, and Lee Chong Wei pulls out the big whip.
His signature play is that forehand cross-court smash, and you'll see it here. Just quick, angled, hard to get.
Gold medal action at the Olympics at the badminton venue has been fantastic. Here you've got the 1 and 2 seeds squaring off. Same thing in men's doubles. The 1 seed Indonesia against the 2 seed China. The Indonesians were victorious. There's a finish by Lin Dan. Women's singles had 1 versus 2. These fans have been treated to excellent badminton.
Lee Chong tried a flick serve to throw Dan off, but he came back with a good smash, and it's so quick to the net.
China will serve. Long serve, try to change up on Lee Chong Wei.
And it worked. Hit it long.
Long flick. Do you see that often in the men's game?
Not usually, because it puts you in a defensive position. But sometimes if your player's cheating in, you want to get it back behind him. Outside. 3 in a row by Lee Chong. 13 unforced errors in rally scoring, Jim. That just breaks you down. You cannot give away points.
That's 13 points given to the best player in the world. And a big finish with the left hand. And Lin Dan is 1 point away from winning game 1 and competing for gold. His girlfriend, Xie Xingfang, very excited, sitting at the top of the stand. She was a silver medalist. Here we are at game point. From the back alley, Lee Chong Wei. Lin Dan. Great play by Lee Chong Wei.
Lin Dan attacked the net, but just hit it right to the center of the court softly. Looks like he hit it at the bottom of his racket, didn't get the top snap.
Lee Chong Wei in Malaysia meaning so much to that nation. They have never won a gold medal of any kind. They have just 3 medals total. That is out. And Lin Dan struggling, trying to come away with the game point. Lee Chong-wei fighting it off. You know, mentioning how Malaysia has 3 medals total in Olympic play, all of them on the badminton court. Malaysia with a silver and 2 bronze. They would love to have gold. Their field hockey team did not qualify for the Olympic Games. That has many back in Malaysia very unhappy.
And they're very strong in field hockey and very strong in badminton also.
Quick play. Both players at center position. Around the head forehand by Lee Chong-wei in the far court. Trying to fight off another game point as they play for Olympic gold. Lin Dan tried to come up. Lee pushed him back. Across with a backhand. A big finish, and Lin Dan wins game 1, 21-12. We move to game 2, playing for gold. Game 2, men's singles gold medal match. Lin Dan, the 1 seed, against the 2 seed Lee Chong-wei. It couldn't have played out any better for badminton fans around the world.
Lin Dan was in control of that, but Lee Chong-wei, 13 unforced errors in the first game. Even though Lin had moved him around the court effectively and took over the net, still you can't hit that many unforced errors and expect to win a game.
And then Lin Dan with a finishing point in game 1 off a 22-stroke rally. And now the players just hit the shuttle back and forth as we begin game 2, playing for gold. In the near court, Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia. He ran the Olympic torch relay in Malaysia back in April. He wants to bring gold home from Beijing. But quickly starting, Lin Dan with a whip of a left hand.
Behind Lee Chong on the forehand side. He had to dig for it. Lin Dan's at the net waiting for that shot. Just put it away. Lee Chong seems a little off, even though his footwork is so good. Lin Dan's pushing him around.
That's out. Lee Chong-wei looking at the umpire. Lee Chong-wei loves things fast, loves to play fast on the court, loves to hit the shuttle fast, loves to drive fast. Big fan of F1 racing. But he needs to get into the match fast. Trailing 1-0. There's the power game, but it goes just wide.
Not a good decision. It looks like he didn't know where he was in the court when he hit that smash. He thought he was probably more to the center of the court. Hit it quite wide there.
Even though Lin Dan is the 1 seed, many feel that Lee Chong-wei is playing the best badminton in the world right now. They felt that Lee was the player to beat in Beijing, and now he has the chance to prove. This is his 2nd Olympics. Same thing for Lin Dan. Both going out in the round of 16 in Athens. Quick point. Lee Chong-wei at center position, keeping it alive. Big right hand into the net. Unforced error.
2 already in game 2. Changing these shuttles. It looks a little ruffled, and the umpire said that's good. Go ahead and change it.
How much does it help having Olympic experience 4 years ago, both players being in Athens?
It's tremendous. The thing is with Lin Dan, he went out in the first round in Athens, so he may have the Olympic experience, but not on the court. He still had a solid year, 2-time world champion.
And Lee again into the net. Lin Dan pitching a shutout in game 2. Gets the okay from the coaches. Lee Chong-wei has not been on his game. How much does gold mean to Malaysia? You can put a dollar figure on it. The Malaysian government is offering 1 million ringgit. That's their dollars. 1 million ringgit for gold. That comes to about 300,000 American dollars. That is a velvet hammer from Lin Dan as he moved Lee Chong-wei around the court, and then he finished. Bam!
Lin Dan was ready for that. He wasn't near the net. He was right in the center position, perfectly placed for that short clear. Just put it on the floor.
From NBC's Olympic headquarters in New York City, Jim Kozimor, Steve Kearney. Game 2, men's singles gold medal match. China has been in control. Malaysia looking for their first point of game 2. It's not coming there. Lin Dan finished strong and put it on the floor.
Lee Chong thought it was going to go out. He hesitated hitting that back and then just had to swing late. Lin Dan saw that, came rushing to the net. Oh, what a great put away.
And a 7-0 start in game 2 for Lin Dan for gold. China controlling men's singles against Malaysia. Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia has looked confused in game 2, getting shut out right now.
No, you can see they made another shuttle change. Those shuttles are ultra high grade goose feather shuttles made specially for this Olympic Games by Yonex Corporation.
16 goose feathers around the cork tip. But right now, Lin Dan, he's the only one playing at the highest level. He is dominating Lee Chong-wei in the gold medal match men's singles, moving Lee all around the court.
Lee has very good footwork. Try to fake there. Oh, it's called good.
On the line, and Lee Chong-wei stood there, let the shuttle hit. He could have played it.
Looked like it was curving out and then came back in. We'll see. Here's the clear. Oh, right on the line, right in the middle of the line. Talk about being on your game.
You go back to the first game, China on a 13-2 run. Leading in game 2, 8-0. On the Malaysian side, Lee Chong-wei looking nothing like the player he has been in 2008. He's won some big tournaments. He's defeated Lin Dan in his past. He's defeated Taufik Hidayat, who won gold 4 years ago. Bao Chunlai was a 3 seed in this. But today, Lee Chong-wei playing more like an unseeded player, not the 2 seed.
Oh, he caught him charging the net. Here it is. Oh.
Unforced Lin Dan. He had a finish right there.
He had it with his backhand. He caught him cheating at the net. Good clear by Lee Chong. And here's the finish. Could have been, he saw it was a little low. It was coming over the net tight. He adjusted for a cross drop. Couldn't do it.
Lee Chong-wei may be eligible for 1 million ringgit from the Malaysian government. He's been playing more like he wants the 300,000 you get for silver, or maybe 100,000 for bronze. Because this has not been a gold medal performance by the 2 seed. He's trying to come back, down 8-1 in game 2.
Good rally, there it is.
Finish with a left hand. Lin Dan to the roar of approval from the Chinese fans.
He caught him on that cross, round the head, cross smash. Lee Chong popped it up. Lin Dan saw it and came into the net. Saw he was off balance. Here's that short clear, round the head. Look at him charging in. Just nice finish.
Day 9 at the badminton venue has China playing for another gold medal. Lin Dan, men's singles, the 1 seed coming in, taking on the 2 seed Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia. China has already won 2 golds. Should they win here, they will match their total from 4 years ago in Athens. While that is more than good badminton, is that good enough for the Chinese badminton system?
Oh, absolutely. The coach in the beginning, before the Olympics rather, stated, we want to win every medal in the tournament. Gold, silver, bronze in all 5 disciplines. While they haven't done that, they're still putting on a strong performance.
They've won 7 medals total. It will be 8. After this, it's just a matter of divvying it out, whether it's gold or silver. And Lin Dan with a jersey that resembles gold, and so does his game. He leads 10-1 in game 2.
Lee Chong thought it was going to be a clear there. He had to force himself to come in to get that back. Good setup smash. Looks like Lin Dan slipped a bit at the net, but still was able to put it away.
The Malaysians eased off their training in July and then wanted to ramp it back up just prior to the Olympic Games. Is that typical for programs to do?
It is. They want to rest the athlete. It's a year-long qualifying process.
We hit the interval. Lin Dan leading Lee Chong Wei for men's singles gold.
NBC's aerial coverage of the 2008 Olympic Games provided by Goodyear, the tire company with a track record of innovation. Goodyear, get there.
They play for men's gold in Beijing. Lee Chong Wei, the 2-seed of Malaysia, against the 1-seed Lin Dan of China. It's different than 4 years ago. This is rally scoring, and in Athens it was not. How has the game changed?
The game has changed because the speed is picked up. You have to come out in rally scoring and immediately be on your game, score points. You can't make the unforced errors like you could in Athens, where there wasn't rally scoring and you only scored when you served.
Why do you think they decided to go to rally scoring?
A lot of the vision of the president of the Badminton World Federation, Dr. Kang Yoon-jun, was to go to rally scoring to make it more television friendly.
We're seeing that here at the badminton venue. And Lee Chong Wei with his best point of the match. He controlled that point, came in and got the finish to put it on the floor.
And hit a good angled smash. Lin Dan could barely get his racket on it. And casually, Lee Chong put it away.
The Malaysians have a mental coach, Frederick Tan. He has all of the Malaysian team members sending letters of encouragement to Lee Chong Wei, also to Wong Mu Chu. They were going to receive them with positive notes throughout the games. They believe in Malaysia. It's not just the physical portion of the game, it's the mental part of the game that helps you achieve greatness.
And a lot of the other countries have sports psychologists, have trainers that deal with the mental aspect of the game, because a lot of these athletes are fit, can play the game. The mental part is the difference.
The 25-year-old Lee with a long reach.
Outside.
And is out, just missing that sideline. Lee now trying to be the aggressor and move Lin Dan around the court.
It was a short clear. He just jumped up, cut it off. It's a great idea. He just hit it wide.
Lin Dan, very popular in China. Forbes China listing Lin Dan as the nation's 18th most popular celebrity. Not just athlete, all-around celebrity, and that will only go up as he is approaching gold in men's singles.
And Lee Chong was tentative again, thinking that was out. He took his time, hit it low, tried to do a flat attacking clear. Lin Dan's going to have none of that. He's just going to put it away as much as possible.
And a wipe off of the court surface. They go to both sides. Lin Dan, 24-year-old, #1 ranked player in the world. 1.3 billion Chinese will know his name should he win gold in the homeland. Nice drop. And then Lee put it on the floor. That's another good point for the Malaysians.
See how fast Lee Chong came to the net there. Extremely quick player, and a cut drop. Just right at the net, rack it up.
You see that reach, the intensity. He tries to come in, but all he can do is set up Lee Chong Wei for the finish.
But notice how his eye is always on the shuttle, even through the swing. Then coming back looking, he knows where he's going to hit it, then he can look up. Kind of like hitting a golf ball. You're watching the ball. Well, people who play well watch the ball.
I tend to look for my ball, not so much watch it. Lin Dan watched the shuttle that time, and right at the net, the proper shot. He made sure not to touch the tape. We'll get a good look right here.
Let's see how it's popped up because the shuttle was spinning as it came over the net. Lee Chong couldn't control that. Lin Dan there with rack it up.
From NBC's Olympic headquarters in New York City, Jim Kozimor, Steve Kearney, men's singles gold medal match.
Another unforced error by Lee Chong. That's 7 in the second game. He had 13 in the first game. It's evident in the score.
The Malaysians were without medals at Sydney in 2000, in Athens 4 years ago. They will get a medal this year.
See how quick
Oh, look out. Lin Dan is just punishing Lee Chong-wei.
Lee Chong was anticipating a clear again, but he's so quick, got in, hit a short clear, and then Lin Dan just put it away at the net. There it is. He's coming back. He has to rush in to get that. Lin Dan wisely crossed, smashed, and then just put it away. Look how high his racket is at the net. He's ready.
He was up on the pogo stick that time. And now 5 points away from winning Olympic gold in China. Lin Dan far court. Looked like it might have been wide, and Lee Chong-wei sends it into the net.
Lee Chong-wei can't afford to let those drop anymore. Decided to hit it.
How off his game is he?
Oh, he's completely off his game. I've never seen him make this many unforced errors, and so indecisive on his line calls.
Is Lin Dan taking him out of his game? Look at the power that time as Lin punishes the shuttle.
Lee Chong didn't even react to that smash. He hit a short clear, but there's no reaction. He doesn't know where the shuttle's going right now.
Again, look at him get up on that pogo stick. A reference that maybe would have been better in the 56 games. What kid is using a pogo stick nowadays?
But he's up there high, getting that good vertical so he could smash that angle down on the floor.
Lin Dan, 3 points from gold. And China, 3 points from matching their gold output in badminton from 4 years ago. An around-the-head forehand by Lin Dan into the net.
But Jim, that's the first unforced error by Lin Dan this game. He only had 4 the first game. He is playing superb badminton.
With the expectation level so high on Lin Dan and the Chinese team, how much more impressive does that make this performance for this great player?
Completely impressive. He, like I said, in Athens, he went out in the first round. He wanted to avenge that. He certainly is doing that here.
Excellent reaction.
No, that's out.
Just wide, trying to finish. He has a big margin here to play with. May take a few chances along the way.
But he had him on his heels. Lee Chong had to dig to get that. He had plenty of court space. Lin Dan just hit it wide.
Lee Chong-wei with a serve, trying to fight back, down 18-6.
Weak return. There's Shea cheering him on.
All 639 Chinese athletes at these Olympic Games recited the pledge. This is a quote: "I swear that for the glory of the motherland, I shall commit myself fully and strive to win at the Beijing Olympics." Lin Dan is 2 points from making it happen. Keeps that point alive.
Oh, what a great return of smash.
Boy, the fans love the power game. Long rally. Unforced error by Lin Dan.
33 shot rally. Lin Dan came in, racket low there. The drop was popped up. He just caught it low. Wasn't there in time.
This is very tough for Lee Chong-wei to fight as he tries to come back on the 1 seed. A towel off here. Lin Dan 2 points away from gold. If you're Lee Chong-wei, I know it's a cliche, it's 1 point at a time, but you have to start to gain some momentum.
But in rally scoring, it's so tough to come back from this large a lead. You have to play perfect badminton. You cannot make unforced errors. His 9 unforced errors in this game. Let's see what he does.
And a backhand flip into the net. Lin trying to finish You can see it. We'll get a great shot right here near the tape.
Oh, they're just denied by the tape. I thought he hit the net, but he didn't. The shuttle did.
That net near the posts, 5 foot 1 inch off the floor. Got a little run by Lee Chong-wei.
Oh, what
and to go down to get it again.
Not that time.
The Chinese fans, knowing Lin Dan is 1 point away from Olympic gold.
There the coach is telling him, calm down, you've got 1 to go, calm down. Play your game. He is playing it to the highest level here. There's the finish, just on a very short clear.
Lin Dan will have service. They had asked for a wipe down. The court surface a little moist. Lee Chong-wei.
You can feel the excitement of the Chinese fans wanting their champion to win this gold.
Gold medal point.
There it is.
It's gold for China.
Outstanding when Lin Dan just had complete control of that match, moving Lee Chong all over, controlling the smashes, controlling the net. Just an outstanding performance by the #1 player in the world.
The expectation level's so high, the emotions come out of Lin Dan to the roars of approval from these Chinese badminton fans in Beijing. Now he soaks it up and maybe celebrates with them.
That's right, lets out that 4-year frustration of going out early in Athens.
And saluting the great badminton fans and the Chinese who are here to witness the greatness of Super Dan. Lin Dan owns Olympic gold.
Tremendous play by Lin Dan. Complete control of this match from the beginning to the end. There is no question who is the gold medal winner in this.
Lin Dan, and celebrates by throwing the racket to the fans, maybe sharing the sneakers. This really is a great moment in badminton.
Never seen this before, throwing rackets. It's kind of like tennis, and what's next? Yes, it is his shoes.
That's showmanship. That is showmanship. Oh, they love him. That's it. Let everyone in the crowd share in the celebration. China, not Lin Dan, but China has won Olympic gold.
Just a great, nice touch shot by Lee. Again, he thought got it behind him, and there's that smash. He couldn't return it. He was like that all game, behind the shuttle, not able to return. Great shots by Lin Dan.
1.3 billion Chinese people celebrate together the emotions shared with Lin Dan. And even here from NBC's Olympic headquarters in New York, we can feel the goosebumps. Celebrate, China. You've won men's gold.